quick. What weighs hundreds of tons, sounds louder than a freight train, and makes its home on Parliament Hill?
Well, if you guessed the Carillon in the Peace Tower, you are right. And that's where we take you tonight on Inside Ottawa.
It's a familiar sound for tourists and Ottawans alike, the tolling of the hour at the Peace Tower. But every day at noon, this symbol of Canadian nationhood begins to sing a different tune.
The first tower burned down in 1916. The new tower was built to contain a carillon. The carillon was dedicated on Dominion Day of 1927. The history and lineage of the Peace Tower carillon is very clear. It's a civic instrument, an elaborated clock chime played by a person.
That person is Gordon Slater, the Dominion Carillonneur, only the fourth in a line that goes back nearly 80 years. And his instrument, 53 bronze bells, located in 2 belfries beneath the clock of the Peace Tower.
The whole carillon can be played with your hands. There are manual keys for your hands, 53 of them, 1 for each bell. And there's a pedal board. You have a choice of playing this bell with your hand or your foot. This is wonderful. Those big bells, you saw how big those clappers are. They're sizable, they're massive. They have a considerable amount of static inertia. They don't want to move.
But move they do beneath Slater's hands and feet, which pull wires attached to the clappers.
Playing the carillon is a wonderfully tactile experience. You know that as you push the key down, you are actually moving the clapper of the bell. You can feel like the clapper is in your hand. You're ringing the bell. What grabbed me about the carillon, what really engaged and galvanized me about this big instrument 100 feet off the ground, was that one person, one individual of very ordinary physical means could play music for thousands of people to hear all at once, and nobody is listening to a loudspeaker.
The carillon bells were cast in Croydon, England between 1925 and 1927. And the largest of them, the one that also tolls the hour, weighs in excess of 20,000 pounds. Now, there's every reason to believe that something so simple and so robust will continue to ring for as long as Canadians want it to. And there is also reason to expect that the Dominion Carillonneur will feel the same sense of pride in providing the voice of the Peace Tower as does Gordon Slater.
Along with the authority of playing a carillon comes the responsibility of doing a good job, because everyone is exposed to it, whether they want to be or not. The Peace Tower carillon is the voice of the Peace Tower, and the Dominion Carillonneur controls that voice.